Okay, we'll do Michael. Okay, I'll just mute everybody else. Go ahead, Michael.
Hello, iON. iON.
Hey.
At the end of the recording on the keys that you did with Bob, you guys kind of ran out of a little bit of time there, and right in the last few seconds, you said to Bob, "Hey Bob, let's do a chart with the keys and some application points." And so I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that with you now. If we can go through the 18 keys, and maybe you could place some intent connectors for each, or just an intent connector for each key.
Okay, read them.
All right. So first key.
Read it.
You want me to read the whole key?
You damn Skippy, if you want us to do an exegesis on it, yeah, we sure do. Or why don't you just lay down and be real still and we'll slide it into your toad hole. Maybe that'd be easier. No, okay. You're going to work for this. If you want it, that's perfectly fine with us.
Okay. I reign over you, says the God of justice, in power exalted above the firmaments of wrath, in whose hands the sun is as a sword and the moon as a through-thrusting fire, which measures your garments in the midst of my vestures, and trusts you together as the palms of my hands, whose seats I garnished with the fire of gathering, and beautified your garments with admiration, to whom I made a law to govern the holy ones, and delivered you a rod with the ark of knowledge. Moreover, you lifted up your voices, and swore obedience and faith to him that lives and triumphs, whose beginning is not, nor end can not be, which shines as a flame in the midst of your palace, and reigns amongst you as the balance of righteousness and truth. Move, therefore, and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Now, listen to those words. Every single thing in that first mark is exactly what we did with Bert tonight during his time. Every bit of it. Every piece of it. You get that? From the fire to the burning up, the bringing down, to controlling the firmament, to bringing the admonition of adoration, to his attitude of gratitude in the position. That's exactly what sends them up a tree. And this, what we did tonight in that example, you can put underneath there, Bert. Man, that's the first one. Is that what you want? Or what do you want to do now? You want to connect them? What are you saying?
I would like you to just maybe sum up Bert's session in a way of, so we got a grasp.
You just did. Those words.
No, you did, but
those words. So, you have a chart. You're going to need Jenny Bell. You're going to need Jenny Bell if you start charting, because she's the best one in the world at this stuff. She may already have it too, but secondary. Be clear with your
relate
asking,
relate that to angels. Show yourselves.
Which supplement is this from? B or C? A is the angel talk.
This is Book of Revelations text for supplement B, chapter 23.
Yeah, chapter 23, supplement B, and this is that was the first key.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we do the second key, iON?
Now wait. We said for you to be clear with what you're asking. We want to make sure we're soothing the beast in you. You asked for something, and is that what you want? You want an example of how to apply the key in the chart form to see how it applies, or how it connects to the other keys? Tell us what your desire was.
My desire was
what would you like?
Well, maybe to oversimplify it, but to simplify the key into an intent connector. So say, in some keys, for example, you've said, this key's for drying up wetness. This key's for... So I was maybe being a bit more simplistic. than what you're doing with what you're saying about Bert. With what I get about Bert is sort of coming into your power in the midst of this situation that we're in with angels, etc., etc.
Which is precisely what the first key is about.
Okay, fantastic.
You see? That's why it works out really cool for you to do this right here, right now from that point. You'll find some more. And sometimes they hook with the airs as well, but we won't confuse you because that can get a little dicey as you kind of go with it, but there's no worries. But Go ahead. That's good. Next one.
The second key. Can the wings of the winds understand your voices of wonder, O you, the second of the first, whom the burning flames have framed within the depth of my jaws, whom I have prepared as cups for a wedding, or as the flowers in their beauty for the chamber of righteousness. Stronger are your feet than the barren stone, and mightier are your voices than the manifold winds. For you are become a building such as is not, but in the mind of the all-powerful. Arise, says the first, move therefore unto his servants. Show yourselves in power, and make me a strong seething, for I am of him that lives forever.
Now, that's exactly the precise point to recognize the ascension and the ascension process. This segregates you from the little man, the second who came from the first. That's where you stepped down from your power, and this is acknowledging that that power is available. So this key is what you would use to connect to your place of power. And how you know it works, we've been saying from the beginning that the winds and the waves shall obey your will. Okay? And they will. That's what this key is for. Right. You acknowledging your power and the manifestation thereof. So when you get good with that key, Bob, you can start waves and stop waves, so they won't have to be flat for you anymore. You have to make it be about Bob, or he'll go to sleep.
Yep. Thank you.
Right. That one's clear, Ian. Thank you. The third
it's clear as mud.
Can we go on to the third key?
Please.
Behold, says your God, I am a circle on whose hand stand 12 kingdoms. 6 are the seats of living breath, the rest are as sharp sickles or the horns of death, wherein the creatures of your earth are not, except mine own hand which sleep and shall rise. In the first I made you stewards, and placed you in the 12 seats of government, giving unto every one of you power successively over 4, 5, 6, the true ages of time, to the intent that from your highest vessels and the corners of your governments you might work my power, pouring down the fires of life and increase continually on the earth. Thus you are become the skirts of justice and truth. In the name of the same your God, lift up, I say, yourselves. Behold his mercies flourish, and name is become mighty amongst us. In whom we say, move, descend, and apply yourselves unto us, as unto the partakers of the secret wisdom of your creation.
Okay, that's acknowledging there's a twofold part here. One is it's basically proclaiming lockdown Bob rule. And the second part is the ushering of Bobville. Now we're going to go a little further than we went originally from the sideline because things have escalated a bit more. It's basically allowing you to know that those chairs and seats, it's in the midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, the 15 minutes for good and 15 minutes for nasty. That's where that becomes the point of the inclination from the 6 seats into the 6 seats. goes back to the 12, okay, from the mark and the throne with the 13 original colonies, and how justice is to be laid and how the economy is to be wrought. But that's easier said. Is this is the example of ushering in lockdown Bob rule, which Bob has thoroughly done efficiently now.
Fabulous. Thank you, Ian.
Does that help you? See,
Yes,
now you can use, now you're going to be able to actually use these for what you're trying to do.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's good. But now, now listen, pay attention. You be careful with what y'all slinging. You got the clowny daggers. You start throwing them, you better know where they're going to land. Okay? And we don't mind. They don't scare us. But just be aware of what you're doing. You some fine things you get in the hold of. Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, the fourth key. The fourth key. I have set my feet in the south and have looked about me, saying, are not the thunders of increase numbered 33, which reign in the second angle, under whom I have placed 9639, whom none hath yet numbered but one, in whom the second beginning of things are and wax strong, which also successively are the number of time, and their powers are as the first 4, 5, 6. Arise, you sons of pleasure, and visit the earth, for I am the Lord your God, which is and liveth. In the name of the Creator, move and show yourselves as pleasant deliverers, that you may praise him amongst the sons of men.
Got it. This is the representation of the shifting of the earth in the 33rd parallel and how that applies in the numbers and the dichotomy that you're working against. Everybody's not going to agree, okay? But that's just setting up where you're shifting to. Everybody's in there coming out and going in. You use this key to help divine where you should reside.
Well,
where are you in this kingdom, basically?
Yes. The fifth
so
key.
This key would be specific. Wait, we're not finished.
Yeah.
Direction. This key has to do with direction.
Yes.
Placement and direction. See, that's what you wanted. You wanted to make it simple and easy, like a ledger. Y'all better get this. We want to see. We want to see this written down on. Well, we say we want it written down, but as soon as you write it down, and the angels got it, then you got to double up. You got to double down. But that's all right. It's time. Y'all need to get off your ass and do something for this ascension business. So this is a good place to start.
You're making it very simple and clear, Ian. Thank you.
Marvelous, darling. That's what we're here for.
The fifth key. The mighty sounds have entered your third angle and are become as olives in your olive mount, looking with gladness upon the earth and dwelling in the brightness of the heavens as continual comforters. Unto whom I fastened pillars of gladness 19, and gave them vessels to water the earth with her creatures. And they are the brothers of the first and second, and the beginning of their own seats, which are garnished with continually burning lamps 69636, whose numbers are as the first, the ends, and your contents of time. Therefore come you and obey your creation. Visit us in peace and comfort. Conclude us as receivers of your mysteries. For why? Our Lord and Mister is all one.
This has to do with the relegation of time. Relegation of time. The angles, and when you slip between the visitors, you use this key when you're trying to go somewhere.
Okay.
Going is a piece of cake. Getting back, you better know the OA movements.
All right. The sixth key. The spirits of your fourth angle are 9, mighty in the firmament of waters, whom the first has planted a torment to the wicked and a garland to the righteous, giving unto them fiery darts to winnow the earth, and 7699 continual workmen, whose courses visit with comfort the earth, and are in government and countenance as the second and the third. Wherefore hearken unto my voice. I have talked of you, and I move you in power and presence, whose works shall be a song of honor and praise of your God in your creation.
Use this for application of potential kinetic energy. We're saying this specifically this way because what it really is a power key. The words ring the heavens, ring the heavens. The mountains cry out. Things are shifted. You don't have to call a bulldozer to do it. But it is for commanding specific kinetic energy.
Oh. Thank you. The seventh key. The east is a house of virgins singing praises amongst the flames of first glory, wherein the Lord hath opened his mouth. And they are become 28 living dwellings, in whom the strength of man rejoices. And they are apparelled with ornaments of brightness, such as work wonders on all creatures, whose kingdoms and countenance are as the third and fourth strong towers and places of comfort, the seats of mercy and countenance. O you servants of mercy, move, appear, sing praises unto the Creator, and be mighty amongst us. For to this remembrance is given power, and our strength waxes strong in our Comforter.
This is the application after you have the power. It's how it lands. So let's say you have let's do it this way. Let's say you have a spell where you call down power on something, but you need to exclude a certain area or a certain part or a certain place. This is what you would use to divert potential kinetic backlash.
Mm-hmm.
It's a glimmer.
Yeah.
It's for glimmer, to glimmer.
Okay, the eighth key, iron. The midday, the first, is as the third heaven made of hyacinth pillars 26, in whom the elders are become strong.
Hold on. Read that one more time.
All right. The midday, the first, is as the third heaven made of hyacinth pillars 26, in whom...
Hold on. What kind of pillars?
Hyacinth.
There's a clue. God damn it, there's a clue. What about that, though?
Didn't we speak about this tonight? What about that,
though?
Yeah, already.
We might have. Seems vaguely familiar, Mr. Corso.
Yeah, we might have. Okay, so I'll read it again. The midday, the first, is as the third heaven made of hyacinth pillars 26, in whom the elders are become strong, which I have prepared for my own righteousness, says the Lord, whose long countenance shall be as bucklers to the stooping dragon, and like unto the harvest of a widow. How many are there which remain in the glory of the earth, which are and shall not see death, until this house fall and the dragon sink? Come away, for the thunders have spoken. Come away, for the crowns of the temple and the coat of him that is, was, and shall be crowned are divided. Come, appear to the terror of the earth, and to our comfort, and of such as are prepared.
You got that? When they start beefing, know how to get the hell away from it. Isn't that what we said? Hey, Bert, when you smell that, get out. That's what that means. It shows you how to navigate around, and you can know it from the hyacinth pillars. And the niceness that comes with it, because it'll see, you start this, Eddie Murphy said it best. He said, don't start nothing and there won't be nothing. Well, you're starting something. You see, now you're starting to take your power and command it.
Yeah.
Some premature because they're not that far along yet, but we're not waiting anymore. Time to giddy up, go. Let's get on with this thing. If you're going, let's go. If you ain't, don't worry, it'll be over soon. So it's good. So the answer to this one is
if you're
how to navigate safe passage away from the battle.
Yes. How to navigate safe passage away from the Babel. Fantastic.
Battle, yes.
Battle.
And that's your war, their war, any war. Because it could happen. It could happen at a mall, a shopping store, a place you go buy things. It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be about everywhere. Because the whole bring out your dead. There's going to be a lot of that. Just saying.
Yeah. So if Bert's walking along past the forest and he smells that smell, this is a good key to
step away, get away from it.
Yeah. The 9th key. A mighty God of fire with 2-edged swords flaming, which have vials 8 of wrath for 2 times and a half, whose wings are of wormwood and of the marrow of salt, have settled their feet in the west, and are measured with their ministers 9996. These gather up the moss of the earth, as the rich man doth his treasure. Cursed are they whose iniquities they are in their eyes are millstones greater than the earth, and from their mouths run seas of blood. Their heads are covered with diamonds, and upon their heads are marble sleeves. Happy is he on whom they frown not. For why? The God of righteousness rejoices in them. Come away, and not your vials, for the time is such as requires comfort.
Okay, this is divination, where you are in your place of power and you are the judge, the divination where you judge that which is uncomely. The same thing would be the case. That was the same key that they used when they had to drink the blood, had to drink the golden calf, Baal. That was the same key that causes that unction. It runs crazy people. Oh, do it to dope people in the dope game. It runs them crazy. They can't stand it. It's like, because they're already out of themselves, so it basically wipes them over. It literally takes them over. Okay, get them on some the Dilaudid or Loratabs or some Roxys, Oxys, Bennies. Get them on them things, and let me tell you what, they'll go crazy. Just stand right there in front of them, especially if there's like an issue. Just read it out loud. They'll just fall down and start bashing their head against the floor and blood everywhere. Waxing is amazing. You'll see.
All right.
Now, what's the answer to that one? What we said a bunch of words. What is that used for? What's the answer to that one?
What I got from it is a kind of a self-defense key in a way.
Okay, then use those words.
Okay.
Don't say self-defense. Say defense mechanism.
Yeah, okay. Or
it'll work different ways. What if you just get... yes, containment. Because what if you got mad and just, don't do it in anger. What if you got cross? Oh, no, don't use it then. No. What if you were okay and just kind of got done with it? It's like, enough. And decided you didn't want to deal with it anymore?
Yeah.
You see, that's not self-defense when you're causing
it. Yes. Much better.
So we want to be clear that both conditions apply.
Okay.
Now y'all starting to get an idea why the angels are pissed. You can use this against them too.
All right. Thank you, iON. All right, the 10th key. The thunders of judgment and wrath are numbered and are harbored in the north in the likeness of an oak, whose branches are nests 22 of lamentation and weeping laid up for the earth, which burn night and day, and vomit out the heads of scorpions and live sulphur mingled with poison. These are the thunders that 5, 6, 7, 8 times in ye 24th part of a moment roar, with 100 mighty earthquakes and 1,000 times as many surges, which rest not nor know any echoing time between. One rock brings forth 1,000, even as the heart of man does his thoughts. Woe, 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 yea, woe be to the earth, for her iniquity is, was, and shall be great. Come away, but not your noises.
Okay, that's setting loose, that's loosing the battle, that's loosing the issue, that's loosing the things that would hold things all pretty and nice and beautiful and rah, rah, rah. This gets down to the dirty. Now that opens it up. When you start this key, it's on like Donkey Kong now.
Let's get it on, key.
Let's get it on. Get it on. That's it. Don't miss it. Be there. Like Gordon Soley with the WWF. Don't miss it. Be there.
Fantastic. The 11th key.
Excellent.
The mighty seat groaned, and there were 5 thunders which flew into the east. And the eagle spoke and cried with a loud voice, Come away! And they gathered themselves together and became the house of death, of whom it is measured, and it is as they are, whose number is 31. Come away, for I have prepared for you. Move therefore, and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Okay, this is allies, calling forth allies. When you need somebody to have your back, or you need to commandeer backup, this would be always wait for backup.
Okay. Okay. And now we're moving to the 12th key. O you that reign in the south and are 28, the lanterns of sorrow, bind up your girdles and visit us. Bring down your train 3663, that the Lord may be magnified, whose name amongst you is wrath. Move, I say, and show yourselves. Open ye mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Okay, that's uncover. Make known the covered up. Bring forth that which is obfuscated from you. And now we said those words very carefully, because it could be information. It could be people trying to talk about you behind your back. It could be you trying to figure out what's up. It could be you trying to solve an issue that you can't quite find your way to. This forces them to basically make it of your sight, makes it known.
Can it also be showing me what my lying eyes aren't letting me see?
Well, but see, we're not going to do it from that side, because you're not going to have any lying eyes anymore.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to be lying eyes.
Okay.
So your words are okay, but we're not going to have that anymore.
Okay.
See? Here we go. There's not a key to grow back limbs. There's not a key to grow back limbs. You know why? You're not going to lose any limbs.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. That's it. So good. That's good.
All right. Okay, we're up to the 13th key now, Bob.
Yes.
O you swords of the south, which have 42 eyes to stir up the wrath of sin, making men drunken which are empty. Behold the promise of God and his power, which is called amongst you a bitter sting. Move and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
All right. Did anybody watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yep, long time ago.
All right. Did anybody, they went to the supercomputer to ask what the secret to life was? And they went through and they had to come back and think about it and everything. And the answer to life, the secret of life, was what?
42.
42. Okay.
Yes.
That's what this applies to as far as aligning knowing with knowledge. There's a difference between knowledge and a difference between knowing. You can know something and it be outside of your scope of knowledge. But you could have knowledge of something and not have an idea of what you know.
Fantastic.
Yes?
Yes.
This clears. So this becomes an understanding. If you're lost and undone and can't get it, this is what you would use to get clarity. It's a clarifying key.
That's clear, iON. The 14th key. O you sons of fury, the daughters of the lust, which sit upon 24 seats, vexing all creatures of the earth with age, which have under you 1636. Behold the voice of God, the promise of him which is called amongst you fire or extreme justice. Move and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Okay. This sets forth the scope of the elders and how they apply. How it connects. You have connections from the lampstands to the elders. This key aligns those coverings. It aligns the coverings. You're fucked up. You're out of whack. You don't know what you're doing. You need some help. You don't know what to do. You don't know where you are. You can't find yourself, and you're stuck like Chuck. This aligns the elders from the lampstand so they can find you. It's a divining key. You understand?
Yes.
Good. Don't bump your head then.
The 15th key.
Is this fun? You liking this all right?
I'm really liking it.
All right?
Thank you so much. I appreciate
it. Good. We've got to get some. It's all been lollygagging, dip-dapping, and coming all over the place. We've got to get some meat in this damn thing or people will quit us. We done lost 3 to CNN, so somebody's got to get some work done around here. Let's go.
Okay. The 15th key. O you, the governor of the first flame, under whose wings are 6739, which weave the earth with dryness, which knows the great name righteousness and the seal of honor. Move and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Okay, we'll work you. What do you think this key was regarding? See if you got it.
This one was... for this one that I got was if for vexation, for keeping And naughty angels out of my business, maybe keeping Lucifer out of my business if he's in my business. That was what I got from it.
Okay, now listen. Here you go. Here's the key. Now look here. Here's the key. You read, and you came to a conclusion that it was a hedge of protection. Okay? That's what it does. To open your eyes so you can see what the key does. And that's exactly what the key did in and for through you. You see?
Yeah, because
So,
it's Gabriel. I mean, it was Gabriel, yes. So, no. Hang on a moment. Yeah, it's speaking about Gabriel, so it is to do with
yeah. Okay. All of them are here to fuck you up. There's none of them here to help you.
Yeah.
You have to make them help you. Everybody thinks that Satan is the baddie, and he's actually giving you more peace than the others did.
I got confused there, Ian. That key I actually thought was about drying up wetness. The key about getting out of my business was the 17th key. Is the one.
The wetness is the lost. The wetness is the lost part. The wetness is the lost part. So if you're going to call it that, then you're going to say, because I'm drowning and I can't find my way and I need divination out of it. If that's what you want to use it as. But no, you are more correct. See, you just read the key and you got it straighter than your notes. See how perfect that is? It's smarter than you. It's a smart house. It's a smart key. The smart key is smarter than you. Good.
All right. Okay.
See how it cleans itself up? It's self-cleaning. And that's why this is very key. That's why this is key. Pardon the pun.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. The 16th key. O you second flame, the house of justice, which has your beginning in glory and shall comfort the just, which walks on the earth with feet 8763, that understand and separate creatures. Great are you in the God of stretch forth and conquer. Move and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest. Okay,
this one is bringing back together what was yours. If you're expanding your kingdom, this is how you do it. If you're making your business bigger, this is how you do it. If you're looking for a bigger sandbox, this is how you achieve it. Conquest.
Okay.
The key of conquest.
The 17th key. O you third flame whose wings are thorns to stir... Let me start that again. O you third flame whose wings are thorns to stir up vexation, and has 7336 lamps living going before you, whose God is wrath in anger. Gird up your loins and hearken. Move and show yourselves. Open up the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
Okay, that calls for amino acids.
Right. You say some more on that, Ian?
There are amino acids that are lost to you. You have to have those to shine in your power and glory with this fire coming down from heaven. Yeah. Without them, you are consumed.
Is it any way calling forth water of life and bread of life? Or?
No, that's separate.
Oh. Okay.
That's separate. So you got to have that to get. If you ain't got that, you ain't getting this far.
Okay.
See what I mean? Do you have to have a throat to be able to speak? No, because you should already have a throat if you're speaking.
Yes. Gotcha.
Okay, good. Now here we go. The toaster is not the toast.
The toast. Okay.
Yes, good. You got it. Yeah, good.
Okay. The 18th key. O you mighty light and burning flame of comfort which opens the glory of God to the center of the earth, in whom the secrets of truth 6332 have their abiding, which is called in thy kingdom joy and not to be measured. Be you a window of comfort unto me. Move and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest.
It's how you bet a woman you want or a man you want. It's how you make governments give you what you ask for. It's how you command your desires. But just know what you want.
Desiring unspeakable
joy. Did we
joy.
mention that? Perfect. Yeah. And it better be that, because you're going to get it and you can't get rid of it. It's like the clap. It just keeps on coming.
Yes. And it's powerful because in this 18th key, we're talking to all the angels.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, all of them.
All of
the good ones and the bad ones. Oh, wait, we can't tell the difference.
Excellent, Michael. Excellent.